When it comes down to it, a camera is really just a tool. It's not the subject, it's not the lighting, it's the way both of those are perceived. And realistically, you can have people on a stage, you can have worship, you can do it. But when you dial down what a camera does, most people just think, it's there, it's on, it captures the action. Well, what happens when that action moves? When you've got a dynamic speaker? Well, all of a sudden, your camera has to move too. So you can start with just simple pans back and forth, but really the camera needs to amplify the energy it sees. If you have a really slow moving moment where nothing much is happening, but you come into a really hard, dynamic move, it's gonna look wrong. If you have a really high energy moment and suddenly the camera's just barely moving at all, the energy doesn't match. To start off on figuring that out, look at your subject. Look how your subject moves. Are they bouncing on the balls of their feet left, right, and center? Well, you're probably going to want to be a little looser on the tripod head and follow around. Are they sitting on a stool? Well, you probably want to tighten down a little bit. You can still do some subtle moves, but you don't want to be racing around circles. I like to think of it as a dance. Your partner is whoever's on your subject, and you have to dance with them. If they go left, you go left. If they go right, you go right. You match step, you can do different little things. A good example of this would be a subject that is just absolutely into what they're doing. They're moving fast. They are having a good time. They are high energy. Well, follow them, match them. Kind of a combination pan as well as maybe a tilt to follow them. You can do zooms in or out. The actual tool that you use to get that movement and energy is really subjective to the situation. For instance, if you got a camera on a dolly, well, dolly. That's a great move right there. Sometimes the correct move is just tilting up and down, following a subject, starting on their hands, moving their way up as you go. At the end of the day, a lot of this is kind of more of an art than science. Use the time you have during rehearsals, during down moments to practice new shots, to get adventurous, get some feedback. Because if you practice like you're gonna play, you'll find these moments where the talent and the camera just work together. And really what comes out of the whole thing is something that's just better together. So try it, make some mistakes, learn some new stuff. That's what we're here for.